Hello, and welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. For today, we're going to look at a beer from one of my favorite breweries in Japan, in the world actually. It's Kyoto Brewing Company. And they were founded in 2015 by three foreign residents of the city, an American, a Canadian, and a Welshman. And they have been going since 2015. They were voted as the best new brewery in Japan for the year of 2015, their first year. And actually in 2019, they were voted the best brewery in Japan by Rate Beer. Again, that's the Rate Beer Best Selection, which I don't think they do anymore. The head brewer, full disclosure, I know the three founders, and the head brewer, he studied in the U.S. and then worked at Lost Abbey. They were quite famous as a maker of all kinds of interesting sour beers. And when he returned to Japan, he worked at Shiga Kogen, one of the finest breweries in Japan. So a lot of good training. And they started out doing kind of Belgian-American hybrid sort of ales. And since then, they've spread out and they do all sorts of things. Visit their website and you can see, get a look at the variety of beers they make. They also have a number of series lines, a series of different types of lagers or IPAs. And so they've done a variety of limited bottles, and in fact that's what we'll look at today. They have a tap room, which is open only on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for the moment. And they often have a food truck outside so you can get some food. They're located in the Minami district of Kyoto, just a little south of Kyoto Station. It's actually walkable from Kyoto Station, but you can get there quite easily from there. Okay, so Kyoto Brewing, and the beer we're going to look at today is one of the biggest and most unusual beers that they have made, and I've been hanging on to this for a while. And this is called Kyoto Brewing Sanjushi, or Three Musketeers. And this is a what we call an imperial stout, and it's actually a collaboration with Bottle Logic in Anaheim, California. And Bottle Logic is well known for specializing in dessert stouts, or sometimes called pastry stouts. And if you visit their website, you can see a lot about those beers that they make. And they have a blog which primarily features recipes for baked goods and things like that. So you can take a look at those if you like. This was brewed in September of 2019, and they used Okinawan brown sugar and natural brown sugar as well. And it was boiled, according to their website, it was boiled for 16 hours straight. I'll say it again, 16 hours. And, the average beer is boiled for an hour, maybe more. I know Alan Sprints at Hair of the Dog would sometimes boil for 4 hours or perhaps more to, raise the gravity on some beers. 16 hours, my goodness. And then, what did they do after that? Well, they aged it for 27 months in wooden casks, whiskey casks, 27 months, and then finally released it. And this is part of their, what they call their Kodama series, and that means their barrel-aged series. Okay, so this one is 12% alcohol and 41 international bittering units. On Rate Beer, there were only 2 ratings, and the average of those is 4.2 out of 5. Untapped had 71 ratings, and the average was almost the same, 4.29 out of 5. Okay, so this is quite a beer, quite a big beer, and I think this might be the biggest one they've brewed, and perhaps the most expensive, 1,340 yen. Currently, that would be around $10, maybe more. Okay. All right, now let me tell you what the ingredients are in this one. And the malt includes 8 different types. Maris Otter, Golden Promise. Maris Otter, of course, is a premium British malt, and Golden Promise is one that Kyoto Brewing uses quite often. Flaked oats, T50, chocolate malt, roasted barley, Carafa 3 Special, and black malt. The hops, one kind, Mercure, The yeast is American ale yeast, and the extra elements are Okinawan brown sugar, which is called kokuto in Japan, and you can get, for example, kokuto coffee, which is quite delicious, and regular brown sugar. Okay, so quite a list of ingredients. Let's give this one a go, shall we? So the cap has a drink by date of 23, whoops, can you see? 23/2/1, so February 1st of this year, and so we are about 2 months past that, but no, I think it should be no problem for such a heavy beer. So dark malt beer and beers over 8% should be okay there. All right, well, it is completely pitch dark. We'll say pitch black, but I think we'd have to say completely, absolutely, totally coal brown here, and a nice finger, nice kind of flattish finger of very dark tan head. Okay. Oh my, oh my. Oh gee. Okay, get some moderate fumes right away. Very big chocolate. Ooh. Chocolate, and I'm getting something like dark chocolate. Very dark. Chocolate with some kind of berries behind it. Could be strawberries, something like that. Ooh. And the barrel is certainly there, but it's not, it's definitely whiskey. It's not overwhelming though, quite moderated. Shall we give it a go? Mmm. 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 Creamy, chocolatey. Strength is right there, definitely. Kind of hitting the top of the palate and staying there and warming it up. Mm. No coffee, basically just chocolate and some very rich dark fruit, berries I'm going to say. Not cherries, but berries, raisins, perhaps light prune. It's quite sweet. It just runs around the tongue with that dark chocolatey note. I don't sense the kokuto as I do in a coffee. Of course, that's moderated with the coffee and the milk, but very, very rich and very, very sweet. Okay. Well, this is really quite something. Wow. Yeah, I don't know if I will finish this in one sitting. I think I'll probably cap it back up and maybe enjoy it tomorrow. It's quite a heavy hitter. It's warming throughout the mouth and all the way down. Very strong, chocolatey, sweet beer with dark fruit. Wow. This is definitely a sipper, and I will continue sipping a little bit more while I edit and post the video. They have made two others in this same series, also boiled 16 hours, same base beer, and then aged for 27 months. But one of them, this is the basic standard stout. They have another one which they added vanilla to, and a third one which they added kinako, which is roasted soybean, sweet roasted soybean powder, which is kind of the dusting you see on mochi cakes, rice cakes, and things like that. It's quite sweet and delicious. So I'm looking forward to trying those. But let's do these one by one. Once again, this is called Kyoto Brewing Sanju Shi, or Three Musketeers Imperial Stout, and it's a collaboration with Bottle Logic in Anaheim, California. I don't know if you could find this anywhere. You may find it on a website somewhere, but I've been holding on to it for quite a while. I don't know if it's still in circulation at all. It was quite limited, and so it may not be any more around. But, well, I'm not really normally a big fan of pastry stouts or dessert stouts, but this one really does the job. Thank you very much, Kyoto Brewing and Bottle Logic. And thank you. I hope to hear from you. Leave me a comment. Tell me your experience with Kyoto Brewing or Bottle Logic. And if you've had this beer, let me know what you thought about it. And please do subscribe to the channel. Okay, take care.